Space Coconut.
Okay, I don't have a script for this. This is probably going to be a short video. I don't know what's going to go on. Today, we're going to talk about the add-ons that were added for this year's Hallowed Blight event, the Eternal Blight. Yeah, and I really should have known better than to be excited about the next coming event. Before I get into it, sub if you're new and hit the bell if you don't want to miss future videos like this. If you ever want to discuss anything you see in my videos, come visit me on Twitch where I'm live every Saturday with random streams during the week. If you want to talk with other coconuts, be sure to join the Discord, and you can also find out when those random streams will be. I'm not a normal content creator for Dead by Daylight, so if you find any value in the videos that you see, be sure to share them with others, so we can get the word out about some of this nonsense that happens. So, today's Sunday. Yesterday, I actually streamed Dead by Daylight because I was planning on grinding out 1,000,000 blood points so I could spend them all during the Eternal Blight to get those add-ons that were released, that were talked about, the killer add-on, right? It says, the one for killer is called the Blight Serum. It says, a small amount of Compound 34, the final serum the Blight worked on before his transformation, causes extreme mutations in high doses. You gain 1 charge of Blighted Rush that replaces your killer power until consumed. Press the power button to initiate a Blighted Rush, allowing you to quickly dash forward. You cannot attack during a Blighted Rush. You gain 1 additional charge of Blighted Rush every time you hook a survivor, up to a maximum of 1 charge. This add-on may have unknown effects on certain killers. Now, some of you already know what I'm doing here, but let's get into this. It replaces your killer power until you use it. So, killers like, say, the Hag that has an extra ability or uses it to activate her ability isn't going to be able to use the power until the Blight thing has been consumed, which means it's awful for some killers, right? So let me think here. Myers is probably okay. So the one reason I was going to use it is kind of out because I won't be able to use this with the Hag. A trap is going to get triggered, and instead of teleporting to it, I'm going to use up this Blight rush thing, right? It's completely useless for the Hag. Other M1 killers will probably be just fine, like the Clown or the Trapper, or anybody who doesn't have to use their power button to use their power if they just use the M2 button. I'm assuming that that's what this means, because if it replaces it, then, Myers can't even stalk out of tier 1 before he uses up the Blight. So I think it's just the extra power button, the same, like, if the Ghost wants to teabag, or if he wants to crouch, he's gonna have to use the Blight Serum before he can use it. I can't think of any other examples off the top of my head. I'm thinking the Demogorgon has 2. Freddy can't teleport? Yeah, Freddy won't be able to teleport without using the Blight Serum. So right off the bat, the Blight Serum is less than useful and is a hindrance on some killers. So, good luck using it on those killers, or getting any good use out of it with those killers. Now, not being able to attack during the rush, that's fine. Recharging the rush after you hook, okay, that sounds pretty fair. It says this add-on may have unknown effects on certain killers. Maybe that takes care of the problem that I was worried about. Maybe, like on killers like the Hag or Freddy, where this replaces their power, maybe it does something different. I guess we'll have to find out. But then there's this line, only playable during the Eternal Blight event. This add-on, which is a limited time event add-on, can only be used during the Eternal Blight. Now what kind of bullshit is that? Right? The survivors get a flashlight and a med kit, and they're just themed, right? They're the regular add-ons. I can kind of understand why this would only be playable during the Eternal Blight event, right? But at the same time, it's kind of silly. If killers are going to stockpile these, they can only, who knows how many they can get, right? If they're just grinding the whole weekend away, whatever. But if they're going to use them, then they're going to use up the offerings or the add-on pieces, sacrificing other add-on slots, but they're gonna run out, right? And when the Hollow Blight's over, they can't gain anymore. So only limiting them to the Eternal Blight is kind of BS, right? But at least the survivors have a similar add-on. The refined serum is a version of the putrid serum that's mostly safe for human consumption. Mostly. Press the secondary action button while healing with the medkit to use the refined serum. Moderately increases the speed of the survivor for 20 seconds. Now, we don't know how long, we don't know how much it increases the speed, right? But 20 seconds is a long time to have to deal with chasing a survivor, or basically them becoming too fast to bother with. You know, loops are going to be ridiculous. On and on and on. 20 seconds is a long time to deal with a moderate increase of speed, even if we don't know how much it is, right? And it has a visual effect of creating a blight trail behind the survivor, so it would be easy to track, right? You as a killer are chasing a survivor, they trigger this thing and you're like, okay, I'm just not going to bother with them for 20 seconds, right? No big deal. Now, at least, like the killers, the survivors can only use this during the Eternal Blight. Oh, wait, they can't. It's available year-long. So, killers who stock up on their items can only use their power item, right? The serum that affects their power, that makes them, more difficult to deal with. They can only use it during the Eternal Blight. The survivors, however, can activate this, and it lasts for 20 seconds. They only get one use out of it, that's fine. But they can use this for the rest of the year. Why? Why are killers the only ones who can't utilize the serum add-on throughout the rest of the year? Why are killers the only ones who can't use it, right? I mean, I completely understand having the limit of the one token and recharging it with a hook. That's fair. The amount of time that you can get of a speed boost might add up to 20 seconds. We can do the math and figure it out, right? But the one line that killers can only use it during the Eternal Blight, and survivors can use it for the rest of the year. What kind of nonsense is that? Now, I hope that the devs decide to nix this, because the only reason I was going to play Dead by Daylight during the Halloween event was A, to get the new Hallowed Blight skins, which, if my previous video is true and we're not getting any free skins, I'm not going to buy skins. So that's less of a reason. I was going to play it to farm up these the killer serums for the Hag, my favorite killer. But if I can only use those during the Eternal Blight and I can't use them for the rest of the year, what's the point? So I ask you, why? People keep telling me that the devs aren't biased against killers. What's the explanation here? Now, I don't mind just being able to use the killer serum during the Blight, but do the same for the survivors. Right? It's very simple. This is bullshit. It's very simple. So it's going to be very interesting to see if this changes by the time the event hits, or what else. But I mean, seriously, I can't really say anything else. What is this? So I don't know. I'm kind of speechless. I kind of think that this is just genuine bullshit. I'm really genuinely upset. There is literally every single reason I had to play Dead by Daylight during the Halloween event has been taken away. I have no reason to play as a killer main. I'd really love some explanation on this. So, I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm definitely going to make a forum post about it as soon as I'm done recording this. And, we'll see what happens. Maybe they'll change it. Maybe this is just, maybe this is an early version and they're going to adjust it by the time live hits, right? Maybe that's it. But I mean, why would this be the case even before? Why would this be the version? Why would they allow survivors to use their items outside of the Blight and limit killers to only using theirs during the Blight? Something to think about, I think. These devs, man. I'm getting real tired of this stuff. I'm getting real tired of this stuff. Anyway, let me know what you think. Leave your comments below. Check out the forums if you want to see that forum post, because it's going to be up for a little bit. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. This is so frustrating. Oh man. Until next time, I don't know if I'll see you in the fog. We'll see what happens.